Hello guys, it's Neltech FX again, back with another video. We're gonna be going through some analysis for the week to see what pairs look good for us and what setups we can take throughout the week. Please don't forget to go for the Neltech FX on Instagram. This is where we post most of our content and results of analysis we did on the videos and stuff. And please, for you to catch on this video, you need to backtrack to previous videos to get what we're talking about, because most analyses are mostly updates of previous videos. So let's get to it. So first off, we're going to start off with the Euro USD. This is a pair we talked about in the last video. In the last video, if you remember, we talked about a long position from this re-entry on H1 out here. We had to hold it up until TP3. Our TP3 was here at 1.14263. That's where we took our profit. And right now at the moment, because it has hit our profit point, we're looking at a short position at the moment, which is a re-entry on daily. We already have momentum on daily. If I take away all this rubbish, you can see that we have a CSM and a re-entry. Right now here on H4, we have a nice rejection point, where the market is rejecting, has given us an extreme A. And moving on to H1, you can see that we're almost getting some sort of we already have a CSD on H1. It might come back and retest this area, but we've already sold our position to go short. Our stops are just above the last candle, the last highest candle on the trade. So what I'm expecting out of this trade is probably like a short position to this point here, to give us head and shoulders to go back up at a long position or continue going up. So we'll see how this plays out at the moment, but then we're taking a short position probably down here, and then we'll see what we do from there on, if it's going to give us head and shoulders long or it's going to continue going short. Moving on to the next trade, USD JPY, GBP JPY I meant. Here we have a nice setup for a long position. If you look at this H4 re-entry, CSD re-entry, we already have a CSD re-entry, CSM re-entry at this point. What we're waiting for now is for the market to give us a re-entry on H4, come give us a rejection here on thingy. You can see this box that I already drew here. This is supposed to be our entry point. Probably when the market comes and rejects EMA 50, I think we should have entered at this point. So when it rejects EMA 50, that's your entry position. So if you're gonna catch this video early, please watch out for this trade. Moving on to M15, you can wait for your MLVs, but for me, a rejection of EMA 50 is enough. Looking at the setup, how it's gonna go, we're looking for TP1, TP2, TP3, all TPs going up, because I think this was TP3 on a short position at this point. So we're looking for the market to go up to give us TP3 up here at this point. For the minimum it can go as TP1 to give us a re-entry on daily here, because we already have a CSM, but then we'll just have to wait and see what the market gives. But so far we're just waiting for this re-entry buy here on H4, and then we're going to wait for a rejection of EMA 50 on H1, and then we enter a long position. Moving on to other charts, GBP JPY is an interesting trade so far. You can see clearly here that we had a setup for a short position. Our re-entry was at this point, but then we took it at this point, going short to TP3. Now we're at TP3 and the market is rejecting any further movement. So what we're waiting for right now was a setup to go long at this point. So this channel that you see here, or this support and resistance bands that you see here, we're most probably looking for a breakout to go long, which is going to come with the setup to go long. So when it breaks out at this point here, we're probably going to get a setup on FFCBR to go long, and that's exactly what we're looking for so far. Moving forward to other charts, we spoke of USD ZAR last time. Let me just find it here first. Let's see gold. What gold has in store for us. Oh yeah, gold looks pretty good for probably, because it's not done yet. We still have TP3 down here. So most probably we're going to get a pullback for a re-entry, which is what's happening here. You can see it's lining up for a re-entry. So we might most probably get a pullback for a re-entry, but I don't see a setup here, so we're not going to talk about it right now. What we're going to talk about is pairs that we already analyzed. And remember last time we spoke about Euro JPY and Euro CHF, looking forward for a re-entry at those points or the daily. You can see the market has pulled back. We have a CSM at this point. We're still at TP2. We have a pullback coming back to those re-entry points. The other time frames are lining up. Already have a rejection off of top BB. So this is a very close one. You have to keep your eyes on this one. Some sort of MLV forming here. I think this is almost ready for entry. I'll need further analysis. But if you know BBMA and if you understand BBMA and FMCPR, this is very close to entry. And as we discussed last time, our TPs are TP3 at this point right here, and we're looking to take our profits at 117.116. Similarly with the Euro CHF, I think this is ready. We have a daily. Yes, this is ready. This is ready. We have a daily re-entry. Let me just sell this right now. We're going to short this. At the moment, our stops are going to be just above the highest point, which is this extreme A right here. Our TPs, we're going to hold this up to this weekly gap here. We're going to close this here. And now we're just going to wait. This is like a long-term trade that we have going on right now. So at the moment, we're gonna wait for this to close up, to finish the formation, which I think it has. We have an extreme going down to H1, most probably gonna come back here to retest this region. It's most probably gonna come back to retest this region here, so that it gives you like a nice M for those who trade M and Ws. It's probably gonna come back to give you a nice M at this point. And then it's going to continue going down. So if you missed it, I think you're probably going to get another entry point at this place. So you just have to watch for that. USDs are... someone told me about GBP CAD, but I didn't see a setup on it. So just... Oh, USD MXN. Let's see what's going on here. USD MXN is always an interesting pair for me. So far, I do not see... Wait a minute. We have a we have a re-entry on weekly. Coming down to daily, I missed this. Coming down to daily, we have your extreme B. You see your MA5 is outside the Bollinger Band, so we have an extreme there. Coming down to H4, zoom this out a bit to see if we have a setup. I think this can be an extreme MTP with a CSD and MLV retest over there. So what now we're going to wait for now is for it to pull back down, give us a re-entry, and then continue going down. With that being said, I think those are all the setups we have for today. We're just going to wait it out throughout the day for the market to calm down and give us a little bit more setups across the board instead of the ones we've already been talking about. If you remember, we spoke about USD ZAR going back to 15 Rand to the dollar. That's exactly where we are right now. We're on our way. We're at 14.6. We already hit the $15 mark. I spoke about that last time. But those who took our advice last time on taking it to 15, congratulations. But now we're at TP3. Let me take it to a bigger time frame. We're at TP3 at the moment. So we're expecting the dollar to go back to the rand to go back to 15 Rand to the dollar, which is exactly what we got here. This is what we monitor because we use the South African rand. So yeah, what we have to do now is just wait for more setups, and we'll be back with another video probably on Wednesday with the new setups that we have and the trades we've taken so far. With that being said, thank you very much. Please do not forget to go follow Neltech FX on Instagram. This is where we post most of our content and also the results of all the trades we take and we analyze here on YouTube. Thanks.